Hello guys, welcome to my fourth and final Excel tutorial. I hope you enjoy. The first thing I'll show you is how to add a comment. To add a comment, go to the Review tab and in the comment section, select a cell and then click on New Comment. Then, where it says to start a conversation, that's where you'll type your comment. And then just click on Post. And hover with your mouse over the cell where you type the comment, and as you can see, the comment will be displayed. Type a comment in the same dialog box to reply, and click on Post again. If you want to display all the comments in a worksheet, go to the Review tab and in the comment section, click Show Comments. This will display the comments dialog box where you will be able to see all the comments. To delete a comment, go to the cell where the comments have been typed, select it, and click on Delete Comments. To protect a workbook, go to the Review tab and in the Protect group, click on Protect Workbook. This will pop up the Protect Structure in Windows dialog box where you will be able to create a password if needed. Now I will show you how to use the Watch Window function. The Watch Window function allows you to keep an eye on the values of certain cells while you work on a different part of the worksheet. Let's say I want to keep an eye on the value of this specific cell, K19. What I do is select it, and then in the Formulas tab, in the Formula Editing group, click on Watch Window. This will pop up the Watch Window dialog box. To add a new watch window, click on Add Watch, and you can either type in the cell that you want to watch, or select a range of cells. In this case, I just want to watch cell K19, and click on Add. Now, you can move around and you will see the value of K19. To delete a watch, just select the watch and click on Delete Watch. Now let's say I want to group certain amount of data together. What we do is select the data that we want to group together, go to the Data tab and on the Outline group, select Group. And depending on how you want to group it, select either rows or columns. Then click OK. As you can see, Excel has automatically grouped the information that we wanted to, and we can minimize it and open it up again. To ungroup the information that we grouped together, go to the Data tab and on the Outline group, select Ungroup. As you can see, our table is back to normal. Now guys, I'll show you how to use the Flash Fill function. The Flash Fill function is used to fill out information inside a category of information using previous examples. For example, let's say I want to fill out the first and last name category. Now what we have to do is select a couple of examples to show Excel what we wanted to fill out automatically. Now in the Data tab, in the Data Tools group, click on Flash Fill. As you can see, Excel has automatically filled out the first and last name for this category. Finally, I'll show you how to record a macro. Recording a macro is basically showing Excel a new command that we want to add. This allows us to pick our own shortcuts to quickly perform the tasks that we most often do. To record a macro, we have to go to the Developer tab and in the Code group, select Record Macro. Then, we type a new name for the macro, then we select a shortcut key. In this case, it will be Ctrl key plus N. Adding a description is optional, but it's good if you need to record multiple macros. That way you'll know exactly what each one of them do. To view all your macros, go to the Developer tab and in the Code group, click on Macros. Here you will be able to see all the macros you have created. You can either run them, edit them, or delete them. In this case, I'm gonna delete them. Thank you guys for watching the video.